All right, fellas, here we are back on our Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video. Yes, it's time for the Ting-Lu raids. And as you can tell, I have not done anything since I got the Wo-Chien claim. This guy is still awesome, by the way. And yes, I will do a video over Chien Pao soon. Probably tomorrow. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look here. So go to the Poke Portal as we expect. Go to the mystery gift. Get via internet. Well, this is... I wanted to check via... I want to check via portal news. Oh, well. You know what? We'll claim the Chien Pao, I guess, while we're here. Okay, go be back. Yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I've already claimed the Wo-Chien, so I'll get those later. Okay, there's the Chien Pouts in the boxes. So connect Poke Portal News. There we go. All we got to do, check Poke Portal News. We got ourselves a Ting-Lu raid. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so let's see where we can find it. It should be Terra Ground. Let's see. Terra Ground raid should probably have like a special highlight over it because it's an event one. We should have at least one. That's dark. There's a Paldean Whoopers. This is the Pokemon that's coming alongside it. Ooh, Glaceon Outbreak. Okay. There is this it? This might be it right here. Says destination. Let's go see. And we got the East Province. Okay, let's take a look. I do have some intended counters. Ting-Lu is very physically bulky, so you really have to be careful with it. The big thing, though, with a lot of these is your best way to counter them is to bring weather, because oftentimes they're gonna like remove your status condition, or not, sorry, your stat buffs and stuff like that. So you're gonna want to bring something like weather. I've got a few ideas. I'm gonna bring my Gyarados. Gyarados is a physical attacker, but it does have Intimidate to debuff attack, for at least for however many turns. It's also got Rain Dance and potentially Dragon Dance if that ever is impactful. So we could definitely get some potential work done with Gyarados. Oh, is this the raid right here? This looks like it could be it. Okay. And of course, Scarlet and Violet Switch 2 edition, or well, Switch 2 optimizations to the game, looking very, very good as usual. There it is, Ting-Lu. Okay, let's change the Pokemon. We could bring Wo-Chien if we really wanted to, but obviously Wo-Chien's gonna probably struggle to do a lot of damage. That's the biggest thing with it. So let's take a look here. We could also bring a Azumarill. If I go Terra Water on it, we could try a Azumarill. Let's actually take a look here quickly at what we get here with Wo-Chien. My chair is so squeaky, I do apologize. But let's see here. So it's got Stomping Tantrum, Heavy Slam, Snarl, and Stone Edge. So it does have a special attack damage, reducing special attack there. It's also got Sandstorm and Ruination, so it seems like you're gonna kind of double want a weather effect, because the big thing with Sandstorm is it's gonna take down the time. Ruination at the start of the battle, as we expect, 85%. It starts its Terra Energy Shield. It does player stat resets. Sandstorm at 70%, or sorry, 80% HP, player stat resets, 70% time. It does Sandstorm, 60% time. It does stat resets on itself. Ruination again at 50% HP, and then 40% stat resets for the player again. So yes, it does seem like you really do want to bring a weather effect to this fight. I could try and brute force it with a Azumarill and see what we get. The thing is, though, with it having heavy slam, that could hurt a lot. That could be very, very damaging. That's the wrong. Could be very, very damaging to a Azumarill there, right? So I'm thinking Gyarados, but it's also got Stone Edge. And so you can kind of see the predicament we've got here. So let's try a few different things. I want to bring Gyarados with Shell Bell. So let's take the Shell Bell off of Scizor. Stop doing that. Let's take the Shell Bell off of Scizor. Well, I guess I'll put Gyarados in the party and just put it on it. Let's see. So I'm gonna bring this Gyarados. This Gyarados is EV trained in attack and HP. This Gyarados is similarly trained. This is Terra Blast, but it's also Terra Flying. This Gyarados is also Terra Flying. It doesn't have Terra Blast, but that's fine. Let's see. Is there really any better option I can bring in? Not all of these are trained, despite what it says. I would not recommend bringing Iron Hands. I don't think it'd be that great. Okay. Well, you know what? We could also bring Ogerpon. Ogerpon's not a bad option either. We'll see. We'll bring Gyarados. We'll bring Gyarados first, and if that doesn't work, we might try Azumarill. I'm expecting to fail this one. I am expecting to fail. Let's see. Can I move held item? I cannot. Okay. Let's see. Change held item. Let's give this guy a Shell Bell. See what we can kind of do with that. Where is our... Which one's held items? I guess this is held items. Okay. Let's see. Should be... Let me find the Shell Bell real quick. This is going to take probably a while. Alright. Let's see how this goes. This could be good. This could be bad. Probably going to be bad, honestly. I'm not expecting to win within this first attempt. Gonna lower the volume a little bit. Okay. So this is probably going to be a little bit rough, I would imagine. Let's try it, though. It's going to go for a Ruination off of Rip. I hope it doesn't go for it on... Yeah, okay, so it doesn't... Good thing it doesn't use it on Gyarados. That's good. It's good. Also, this is a shiny Gyarados. Cool. Let's go for the Rain Dance. I'm going to go for the Rain Dance just to start out, so we can get an immediate damage buff to go for... It's also burned. It gets burned. We have the attack debuff on it as well. So yeah, that doesn't do anything. It's going to reset its... reminder, though, it will reset its status conditions. Or, well, status changes, whatever, at 60% time remaining. So we've got some time, but that's mostly time we're going to have to build up to Terra. Keep that in mind. And let's hope that it does blow out all of its stone edges on Gyarados here while we're waiting. It will go for at 85% time. It's going to do the Terra Shield, or 85% HP, so it's pretty close to doing it, I would imagine. Good healing. Very good healing off of Gyarados here. Keep going for those stone edges. Damn, goes for a Heavy Slam. Doesn't do a thing. And we're going to be Terra... No, flying's not... Yeah, flying doesn't resist, which makes sense, obviously. We're going to Terrasilize to stop Ting-Lu here. This seems like it's actually going to be too bad. Nullified stat changes affecting our side, so doesn't matter to me. Does not affect me at all. I wasn't doing any stat buffs. I could go for a Dragon Dance if I want to, but I'm not actually going to. I'm going to hold off. It is also now poisoned instead of being burned, so those stone edges are probably going to hit for more damage, but it did dodge. We got the evasion in. Yes, all right, let's go for the Terra. We got Terra Flying now, which is... If it's water, it would be so much better if I had Terra Water on this Gyarados, and I could change it to Water, and honestly, if we come close to winning but lose, I might just change it to Terra Water, but I don't feel like changing my Gyarados for the setup, so if you're running Gyarados like me, do Terra Water, don't do Terra Flying. My luck, that's okay, no big deal. Oh wow, that's not doing a lot of damage at all. And this is going to hit a little bit harder. Not even, actually. It actually hit for less. It's going to go for the Sandstorm. So this is where we're going to have to put that rain back up. All right. Just be careful of the rain there. Go for the Rain Dance. It's down to 60%. Not 60%. About 70% HP. Yeah, I went for Sandstorms at the 70% HP. There's still 60% time. It's going to reset its stats, but that's okay. It's not really going to do too much. Let's go ahead and go for the Aqua Tail. I think the rain was down. Oh, it wasn't down. Damn. Okay. We got rid of the sand, though, which is the big thing. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so getting rid of that Terra Shield is going to be annoying. Yeah, it's doing more damage to us, but it's almost out of stone edges, which is the good thing. And once it is out of its Terra Shield, we're going to be in a lot better positioning. I do want to be careful, though, of Gyarados's Aqua Tails with 90% accuracy. That could be very, very bad, which, now that I mentioned it, probably is what's going to happen. Okay, I think that's the last Stone Edge, assuming it doesn't have any removed negative effects from itself. It's poisoned, but that poison didn't really do much anyway. I preferred the burn. Okay, Drift Bloom avoiding the Ruination, so it is at 50% HP, which is when it uses that second Ruination. Just gotta kind of hope it doesn't go for you in that sense. We're almost close to bringing down its Terra, and once the Terra goes down, we should be good to do a ton more damage here. It's gonna continue. Okay, so it seems like these... Okay, I do not know these things did not run out of MP. Or PP, whatever. So it's probably going to keep spamming Stone Edge. Good thing it's almost out of the Terrastalization. That's very, very good. So then Gyarados can start doing a lot more damage and heal up off of all of those Stone Edges. Okay, went for a Snarl. Good. Very low damage. So it seems that Ting-Lu's probably at about... That would be about 50% HP. Okay, the Terra is gone. As we can... Well, hasn't lost the shield yet, sadly. I really wish this was a Terra Water Gyarados. I'll probably retry this with Terra Water Gyarados if we do lose, and it seems like we're at about 40% HP left, which it goes for player stat resets, but that's no big deal. Let's go for one more Rain Dance. We're going to need that Rain Dance for the extra damage here. There we go. Started to rain again. Let's go for the Aqua Tail. We are at one left. Wow. Okay, that's not good. How much are we doing? Okay, we're doing a lot. We did a lot with that last Aqua Tail. Oh, boy. That's not good, though. It's not good. Nullified stat changes, that's okay. Abilities, that doesn't affect me. Goes for another Stone Edge. Ton of damage. Not good. Let's go for the Iron Head, I guess, because that's all we've got left. Could go for some lucky flinches. Yeah, okay. Looks like we're going to lose that. I did run out of PP on the Aqua Tail, which is probably the worst thing that could have happened. Wow. Okay, I'm going to go change my Gyarados to Terra Water. All right, I'll be back in a second. Alright, we're back in the fight. I did change Gyarados' Terra type. Let's please don't Ruination my Gyarados, bro. That'd be awful. It wouldn't be awful, but it would be annoying. Oh, damn. Wow, of course. Half HP on Gyarados. That's already not good. It's better. Then what? I mean, okay, he's not going to be weak to steel, and he's going to resist heavy slam with, or not, he's going to be not weak to rock or weak to the stone edges. Oh my god. Once I terrestrialize, not right now, Jesus. I gotta, oh no, don't do that again. Please, man, come on. Don't do that stuff, that's annoying. 90 HP, so we aren't healing that much. Once we tear, it'll be better. Oh my god. Stop doing that. Oh, I put up the Terra shield. Okay, if it goes for another Stone Edge, we're going to have to reset. Yeah, so Gyarados definitely, definitely not a great option if you get hit with the Ruination early. That could be really awful. Whatever, it's fine, I guess. That's insane. That's insanely poor luck. Ruination, then the Stone Edge, and then another one. Okay. Wow. I mean, I can keep trying, I guess. We'll you know what? Sure, we'll keep trying. I mean, it is weakened significantly because of the Intimidate and all of that, so it does help. That's insane. Can you go for, like, Heavy Slam or something, fella? Brother. We're at 15 HP. Okay, give me a minute, I guess. Okay, please. Terrestrialization. It's Terra Water now. Just heal up more than the Stone Edges. Good thing now, Gyarados is now not weak to, it's not neutral weakness to steel, so it's gonna be not very effective. And Stone Edge is not super effective anymore. Okay. And we've got powered up Aqua Tail. That is, yeah, our powered up moves are the single biggest part of it. There we go, more HP recovery. Now if we get hit with crits though, that's gonna be bad. Which it can definitely do. Okay, okay. And then it went for the Sandstorm. That Sandstorm's bad to do here considering how much HP I have lost. We have to go for an Aqua Tail, despite the fact that Rain's not up. At least until it doesn't, at least until it stops completely destroying my HP. Significantly less lucky here. Significantly. Stomping Tantrum. This last move didn't fail, so it shouldn't do a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me reset. I'm not dealing with that. I reset until it finally opted to not go for Ruination on me. Oh my gosh. Probably, I don't know about the Rain Dance at the start here. I don't really know how much it really impacts anything, but I'm going to go for it anyway. It is probably better to go for spamming moves so you can get the Terra up faster and then do more damage to the shield, but we can just also try and do this. Also Paralysis. Paralysis is very good. Burn is the best that these guys can give to it, but Paralysis is also pretty good. Though Burn's not very likely at all. I think the Dunsparce has a better chance of doing Paralysis than having I think Tauros. If you have Tauros, we could do Burn, but yeah, that's whatever, kind of. What's the HP threshold for the bar? 85%, I think. Yeah, Stone Edge right there. Oh my god, yeah, see, it's, and there's this, and where's, and it was a crit. Yeah, okay, so my bad luck coming back again. Okay, I guess I did get good luck at the start, so I guess I can't be that upset. Okay, nullified stat changes. 80% it's got 80% time left, or 80% HP left, rather. Okay. HP's down significantly more. Still got Rain Pouring. Goes for another Stone Edge, of course. Not the Terra. Terra Aqua Tail. Was going for Waterfalls just to conserve PP, but now we got ourselves our Terra up, so we can go for the max power move, which is our Aqua Tails. Gotta wait for that. 70% HP, or sorry, 70% time is coming soon, so we will have that Sandstorm to deal with. Thankfully, Terra Water, so we don't have to deal with any crazy damaging abilities. Just gotta be sure we can get rid of that Sandstorm as soon as it goes up, or else that chip damage is gonna start really counteracting and hurting our healing. And of course, there are better options than using fucking Gyarados. Like, I get it. I should not be using Gyarados, but here we are, right? All right, there we go. Sandstorm's kicked up. All right, take the chip damage and go for the Rain Dance. Okay, there we go. Instantly get rid of that Sandstorm, stop the chip damage to us and our allies, and also prevent Ting-Lu's, I think it's a special defense buff, so it doesn't really affect us that much, but still. Okay, Stomping Tantrum, which does, don't really know why it does that. Oh, Stab, right. That's why it is so much comparable to, like, Stone Edge. Or it doesn't do so much, but it does damage, right? Should've gone for Aqua Tail, that was a mistake. It's okay, though. We're maintaining our HP. This is good. As long as we can keep Rain up, and once Ting-Lu gets out of his Terra Shield, we are home free, basically. Thankfully, it cannot hit us super effectively. Very good. Ruination, good thing. It wouldn't be the end of the world here if it hits Gyarados with Ruination. It really wouldn't be that big of a deal, but it could definitely be a bit annoying, so it is good that it didn't. Okay, this should bring down the Terra Shield right there. It is out. Good. And with about equal time as HP. So we're at about 45% time at HP remaining. Not bad. 40% HP will do player stat reset, but that's okay. No big deal. Miss on the Stone Edge, even better. Really good. That's the good thing about Stone Edge is when the enemy uses it, it might miss. Though, you know, the fallacy says, you know, whenever you go to use it, it'll always miss. Whenever the enemy uses it, it'll never miss, right? Anyway, we're back up to nearly full HP, and so we can just keep spamming these Aqua Tails and we'll be good. Alright, so 40% HP, that is the last effect that it's got, is the stat reset for the player. Status and stat resets, all that stuff. Very, very good, so we don't have to deal with Ting-Lu popping out any more random abilities and stuff. We can just feel free to keep damaging it and basically resisting all of its moves, considering there's no way it can one-shot me, no matter what it can do here. And it's out of Ruinations and stuff, and it's out of Ruinations and Sandstorms. Only uses Ruination start of the raid, and Ruination at its 50% HP bar, and then Sandstorm at the 70% HP, so no more. Though it is gonna probably keep trying to use multiple moves simultaneously, but that's okay. So that should be the Ting-Lu raid, not bad at all. My biggest recommendation for this, preferably honestly bring a special attacker, because if it does reset this player's stats, I'm pretty sure that also resets the debuffs, so that's good. Good miss, by the way, Gyarados, appreciate that. Can you not miss this one? Good. But bring a special attacking water type preferably, that can set rain, or an ice type that can set hail, I guess. That is definitely better to bring to get rid of its Sandstorm. Very, very helpful. And of course its special defense buff once it has Sandstorm up. So if you are bringing a special attacker, oh my god, Gyarados, quit being a piece of shit. Good move, good, good. Doesn't matter, it's gonna use another move right here, I believe. Yeah, Stomping Tantrum. This is the point where they start using multiple moves back to back, but again, no big deal here. I guess it probably did do double damage because of the fact that it missed or failed. Well, hello? Thank you. Okay. Barely beat it, but still a win nonetheless. Goodbye, Ting-Lu. Sweet. Awesome. Awesome. Ting-Lu fainted. Goodbye. So there's my Ting-Lu raid done. Ting-Lu, in my opinion, doesn't have the great shiny, but it's not bad either. Honestly, there's definitely worse shiny, so I'm cool with the full, like, metallic look of it. Fade into the raid, and let's see what we got for rewards. Some candies, ground shards, rare candies, more candies, iron. Okay, sure, I guess. Nothing crazy, but you know what? I'll take it. And definitely not bad to do multiple of those to get a bunch of the level up rewards. So there we go. There's the Ting-Lu raid done. Not too hard with the Gyarados. Again, it is probably better to use a special attacker considering Ting-Lu is more specially weak. Yes, it does have Snarl, and yes, it does debuff special attack on entry, but you can play around those pretty well, especially if you are bringing a weather setter. But again, if you don't want to play around this, you want to hit through its physical defense, you know, a physical attacking water Pokemon does work pretty well. There are other good options. I mean, you can use Ogerpon. Ogerpon's a very good option. I don't know if... Does Ogerpon learn Rain Dance, the water version? I would imagine it does. I'm not too sure, though. But either way, I would say Ogerpon's a very, very good option for this fight, especially with, you know, Shell Bell and all that. Shell Bell's become one of the best times in the raids. Also, Azumarill, I would imagine, is going to be pretty good if you do equip it with Rain Dance as well. Rain Dance plus the max attack and just demolishing bars. I'm not sure if you'll have enough time, but you know, you can try that. Heavy Slam, of course, be careful with that though on Azumarill, but also it will resist Snarl until it terastallizes. But once it terastallizes, fight may as well be over, right? That could be a very, very quick sweep with Azumarill for sure. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end there, guys. That was the Ting-Lu raid. We'll do the Chien-Pao videos next. So yeah, I'll see you later. I hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.